not? And we fall back into silence. By mid-afternoon, we arrive at the gates of a settlement even smaller than Meadow Hill Village. Oh, nice. The town consists of an inn and a few shops, the bare essentials. They probably only ever see travelers like us, people passing through on their way to Illumia.
Okay, we should stock up on supplies.
Yep.
I'll be making a stop at the weaponsmith.
Okay. Zack pats the two holstered discharges by his side. Now that I think about it, I only saw him use one during the bandit ambush. Wait, so he only used one? Even though he has two discharges, okay. The other one must have already been damaged. Oh, okay.
I'll check out the shop since my weapons are okay on repairs.
I'll go with you. Leanna smiles. Zack nods.
See you soon then.
Okay. He turns down another path.
Let's go.
Vienna smiles back at me as she leads the way to the shops. Wait up! We find the general store with ease since the marketplace itself is quite small. In fact, I'm surprised by how busy this store is. Well, like you said, travelers tend to pass through this Raven Pass, so it tends to be popular. I guess if you're the only general store around, business is bound to be good. Yeah. As Leanna picks out a couple items, I look around the shop. I notice people of all backgrounds wearing clothes ranging from the leather I'd seen in Meadow Hill to intricately embroidered robes. You really do get all types travelling through here. Once Leanna is finished, I follow her to the counter to pay for our items.
Will that be all for today?
Yes, that will be all for today. Leanna nods.
Your total comes to 34 coins.
Coins? What coins though? Bronze coins? Copper coins? Silver coins? Gold coins? Leanna's eyes widen.
34 coins for these? It should be at most 30.
Oh, okay, here comes Leanna's bargaining skills. The shopkeeper frowns apologetically. He doesn't seem too happy about the price either.
I'm sorry, miss. The goods themselves are only 20 coins. The rest of the cost is the 70%
What?
tax.
70% tax? That's stupid. 70% tax? Who the heck offers 70% tax for items? I thought taxes in America were bad. Stay quiet. Let's say this. Hope we at least get free universal health insurance and education with those taxes. Both Leanna and the shopkeeper look at me in confusion. Yes, there's no such thing in this fantasy world. Insurance, health insurance, and education. Those taxes. Leanna furrows her brow.
I don't remember the tax being so high in the past.
The mayor only recently increased the tax.
Why?
Has no one asked why? It doesn't seem fair.
The man nods.
We did in the beginning, but then the mayor hired enforcers of the new law.
What? Enforcers of the new law? Why can't the mayor himself be the enforcer? Why does he need to hire more enforcers? Leanna frowns but doesn't say anything more. The shopkeeper continues to look apologetic. Apologetic as he gestures at her items.
I'm really sorry about this, miss, but I don't have any other choice.
I understand. It's not your fault.
It's the mayor's fault? She hands over the coins.
Thank you for understanding. Safe travels.
As we head out, Vienna seems quieter than usual. Are you okay?
Something about this just doesn't seem right. New tax rules and new guards to enforce them? I came through here only a few days ago on my way to Meadow Hill, and the tax hadn't been changed then.
So something must have happened.
It all seems too sudden.
Let's investigate. I think we got scammed. Nah, I don't think so. I mean, the mayor does really look apologetic. This really doesn't concern us. It does. Okay, let's investigate. We should find out what's going on here. Leanna blinks.
Really?
Yeah, why not? All for adventure. I mean, also to save this town or something. Why not? We can't just leave it alone if something foul is at play here. Leanna smiles.
You're right. Anyway, Let's go meet up with Zach.
Alright. Why not? We make our way to the lane of armory and smiths and peek through a few shop windows before we spot Zach. A guard looms over him. Okay. Uh-oh, this doesn't look promising. Leanna frowns as we enter the shop. Please, no fights.
This doesn't concern you. Stay out of it.
It became my concern when you threatened him in front of me.
Oh, what's going on?
Threatened? All I told him was what may happen to his store if he doesn't pay up for these protective services.
Protective services? Who do you think you are? A gangster?
Leave. Now.
The guard laughs.
What makes you think I'd listen to you?
Yeah, I'll shoot you. No, please don't do that though. Zack glares at the guy as he flips open his coat and reveals his discharger. Grips the second discharger on the table. It's good you're going to use both dischargers. Color drains from the guard's face.
2 dischargers with purple spheres and a black trench coat. It can't be.
So he seems to be a famous guy, since the guard seems to recognize his 2 dischargers, purple spheres, and black trench coat. Zack shifts slightly, increasing the ferocity in his eyes. The guard tries to hide his fear with false bravado. He turns to the shopkeeper.
You're lucky your friend was here today. He won't always be here though.
Okay, the guard felt threatened. Nice, get out of here. After imparting one last subtle threat, the guard hurries out of the shop, brushing past Leanna and me. Zack relaxes and the shopkeeper sighs in relief.
Thank you.
The same voice as the previous merchant.
That have to do with this new tax you mentioned?
The shopkeeper nods.
The taxes just keep growing. I've tried to keep my prices as low as possible for the customers, but then our taxes grow and, well, you saw what happens next.
So if we don't stop this, the taxes are only going to get higher and higher and higher for no reason. His fingers tremble and as he takes back the discharger. I think he's still shaken up by what happened.
I'm sorry. I still need a few more minutes to finish up the repairs. It would have been done by now if we hadn't been interrupted.
Zack nods. The weaponsmith gives him a grateful smile as he returns to his workroom. Tax issues again.
It looks like it's affecting all of the stores, and it's only going to get worse.
Yeah, we have to find out what's going on here.
I'm not going to let it escalate.
Me neither. Vienna and I glance at Zack in surprise.
You two head to the inn. I have something to take care of.
No, Zack. You're not going to be a lone wolfer. Okay, you're not going to be a lone wolf here. We're going to help you.
What are you planning to do?
I'm going to pay a visit to the mayor.
You're going to pay a visit directly to the mayor? And what are you going to do? We'll help. Good Samaritan mercenary? Stay quiet. And we'll help. Yeah? We're coming too. Zack looks surprised.
Something here is just not right. We can't sit by and do nothing.
The shopkeeper returns and places Zack's discharger on the counter.
All fixed.
Thanks. Here.
Zack offers coins to the vendor, who shakes his head.
Please, don't worry about it. You've already done me a huge favor by helping me with the guard.
Wow, nice. Free. Zack holsters his discharger and places the coins on the counter anyway.
I insist.
The shopkeeper looks conflicted, then sighs and nods gratefully. Okay, still give the shopkeeper the coins. Zack leads the way out of the shop and through the town. His footsteps are long and full of purpose, which is a change from his quiet, cautious demeanor. I can't help but look at him with a newfound respect. This is the first time I've seen him so determined and driven. Yeah, first time in not a long while though. Soon we arrive in front of a large elaborate mansion. It looks very out of place compared to the modest shops in the rest of the town. 2 men guard the entrance. Zack pauses and sizes up the guards. Use the element of surprise for 2 quick sneak attacks. Talk your way in. Nah, I don't think we're going to do quick sneak attacks. I don't think that's the right way to go about. Let's talk our way in. We should ask them if we can see the mayor.
I doubt that would work.
But we shouldn't resort to violence unless absolutely necessary.
It doesn't hurt to try.
Zack frowns, but after some thought he nods.
We'll try that first. If that fails, we go to plan B.
Got it. Plan B, we burst through the door. Zack has already moved towards the guards and doesn't hear my question. I face Leanna. Do you know what his plan B is? You should know. She shakes her head.
Let's just hope it doesn't resort to that.
We catch up to Zack.
Halt! What is your business here?
We're here to see the mayor.
Does he expect your audience?
Yes, lie. Zack shakes his head.
No, but I need to speak with him about this latest tax hike.
The tax hike?
The guards glance at each other and lower their weapons slightly. It almost seems as if they disapprove of the taxes too. Oh.
You guys don't seem too happy with the taxes either.
One of the guards hesitates, then nods.
My sister runs the bakery in town and the taxes have been hurting her business.
Ah.
Then why haven't you done anything about it?
Well, not like he can do anything about it.
We tried, as have some of the other guards. When we protested, the treasurer recommended the mayor hire real guards.
Real guards. More like gangsters. He glowers as he mentions the treasurer.
Treasurer?
Yeah, who's the treasurer though?
Yeah, things have gotten really strange ever since he came to town. Suddenly the mayor is passing crazy rules he never would have passed before.
It almost seems like the treasurer is controlling the mayor. The other guard elbows his comrade.
Quiet down. Do you want one of his lackeys to hear?
The first guard frowns and falls silent. Vienna raises her hand to her chin in thought.
This treasurer sounds really suspicious.
The guard motions to her manipulator.
Wait, you're a Mage-Knight?
Vienna blinks.
Yes, that's correct.
Can you scan the treasurer for magic use? I swear, he's doing...
Oh, magic? Treasurer is using magic?
Not your crazy theories again. They already have a court mage to see to that.
Do you seriously believe that court mage? What if he's hired by that treasurer?
Yes, a court mage who was assigned by the treasurer.
Yeah. The second guard frowns but doesn't reply.
If we let you through, will you just scan around and see if you notice anything?
Well, yeah, sure, why not? Vienna nods.
Yes, I'll do what I can.
Just be careful. Some of the treasurer's hired guards may not be so fond of you poking around.
Oh, okay. Both guards step to the side.
On your way.
Alright.
Let's go.
Zack leads the way. We follow behind as Leanna fiddles with her manipulator. Alright, let's go. As we progress through the mansion, we pass unnoticed by the clerks and guards milling around. Yeah, this symbol, this kind of reminds me of the fairy tale logo. Yeah, the anime fairy tale. Yeah, this logo actually looks similar to the fairy tale logo. Yeah, pretty similar. Yeah, but we're not going to question if this is exactly the same as the fairy tale logo. But anyway, yeah, this is a nice looking hall. Yeah. They must assume we have a reason to be here if we got through the front door. Leanna stares intently at her manipulator, her brow furrowed in confusion.
This doesn't make any sense.
What doesn't? What is it?
The readings, they're so erratic. It's almost like there's... but there can't be.
That's what? Yeah, that's what?
Shadow magic.
Shadow magic? Oh, not shadow magic! It's an evil magic! Zack looks sharply at Vienna. How the heck do you look sharply though? I think more like glares at Vienna is a much better word.
Shadow magic.
She reluctantly nods. Zack sets his jaw and tightens the grip on his discharges. Wait, you're preparing for battle? So, shadow magic? Someone mind telling me what that is?
It's forbidden magic.
Oh, forbidden, not forbidden magic. She's entirely focused on her manipulator.
It's coming from...
Where? She jogs down the hallway and stops in front of mahogany double doors.
behind there.
Oh. Suddenly a voice calls out from behind us.
It's you!
Heading down the hall is the same guard from the shop.
How did you get in here?
Oh shit.
Intruders!
That guy! What? No, we're not intruders, shut up! All eyes fall on us as he begins yelling. The guards who previously ignored us now draw their weapons as they close in. Zack pulls out his discharges. You have to fight.
You go deal with whatever that is. I'll keep them busy here.
Alright. Zack kicks down one of the tables and drops behind it for cover. Yeah, I mean, he's the only one that's using discharges, right? The rest are all using swords.
Go! Now!
Right, alright. As he raises his guns, purple energy swirls to life. He rains a hail of energy bolts down the hall in suppressive fire. Pew 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 pew! Leanna bursts through the doors and I stay at her heels. The noise from the battle gradually fades away as we run deeper into the mansion. Eventually the hall leads into a study. A carved wooden desk, laden with books and ledgers, is in the center with bookcases surrounding it. A man wearing a hooded dark robe sits at the desk. He scribbles something with one hand while the other hand is hidden within his robe. An older man sits on the other side of the desk. His greying hair sticks out in strange angles and his embroidered clothes are slightly askew. I guess this older man is the mayor, and then the man wearing the hooded dark robe I guess is the secretary. He stares at the open ledgers on the desk, but his eyes are dull, as if they aren't really seeing it. Oh. Two guards stand by the doorway as still as statues with those same dull eyes. The treasurer rises to his feet. Oh yeah, it's the treasurer, not the secretary, I forgot.
Who let these two in? I explicitly said no visitors.
Well, we let ourselves in, okay? Leanna's manipulator pauses wildly, especially when she raises her arm towards him. Well, we didn't actually let ourselves in. It's those guards outside let us in.
It's him! He's the source of the shadow magic!
Oh, here's the source, okay. Neither the mayor nor the guards react because they are being possessed, right?
How dare you make such accusations! Arrest her immediately!
The guards ready their weapons. We have to fight! Stop! We aren't here to fight you, but we have to fight!
It's no use! He's influencing them with shadow magic!
Yeah! Being controlled. Gusts of wind gathers around Leanna. She's going to use wind magic, violently whipping her hair and clothes. Concentrates in her gauntleted palm and she hurls it at them. The wind knocks the guards against the walls and blows open the roof of the treasurer, exposing his hidden hand. Within his palm is a dark crystal sphere. It looks like a marble of darkness and swirling smoke. From within the crystal are shadow tendrils which extend to the mayor and his two unconscious guards. Yeah, he's totally controlling them with shadow magic. Leanna's voice is flat when she speaks. I've never heard her sound so serious before.
A tainted spear, and the branding of void.
Void? That an organization? Thing that is capitalized?
You have seen too much.
Doesn't matter. We will stop you. The treasurer raises the black sphere high, and shadow magic shoots straight towards Leanna. She raises her hand and creates another ball of wind which she fires at the shadowy ball. Boom! The shadow ball cuts through Leanna's magic like a knife, through butter, and the wind scatters harmlessly into the room. Shit, we have to protect her! Wow, push her out of the way! We're not gonna freeze! Leanna! I dash towards her and knock her out of the way. Urgh! I take the full brunt of the shadow blast and I'm flung back against the wall. Agony sears my body. I grit through the pain and look at Leanna. It doesn't look like any of the magic hit her. She rushes over, her face a mix of bewilderment and concern. You got this! This is painful as... I'm dead. I think you got this. Alright, you got this. Master smile. Yes! Give her a thumbs up. And wink at the same time. Wink and thumbs up. Go get them, tiger!
That was so reckless.
All for the sake of you, girl. Leanna unsheaths her blade. Alright. A determined fire in her eyes, she faces the treasure and raises her sword. Here we go. Oh, her sword's glowing. A manipulator glows with power which flows into her blade, and encasing it in a similar glow is the power of wind. 3 magic particles swirl around as static sparks of energy lash out from her weapon. In an instant, she dashes towards the treasure at an inhuman speed. Okay, before we continue, okay, this is one hell of a pose. Yeah, very nice pose, and you can see a bit of the cleavage over here. Yeah. Yeah, so the side here, so it's being exposed here. Yeah, a bit of the cleavage here. Yeah. Okay. All right. But that's beside the point. More importantly, you see the powerful wind manipulator channeling her energy through the sword. Yes, let's go. Fires 2 shadow bolts, but Leanna uses her blade to cut through the air and shoots off 2 slices of energy which cut through the shadow magic.
What?
What? What do you mean what? Yeah! Vienna lunges and charges the blade towards the treasurer. Don't kill him though. Oh, what? Just before a sword would pierce him, the treasurer throws his tainted sphere to the ground. What? It shatters apart and the shadowy mist leaks out of the orb, enclosing the room in a dark fog. The thick fog clouds my vision so I can't see anything. As he slowly begins to fade, I make out Leanna watching her surroundings, but the treasurer is nowhere to be seen. Did he disappear? Shit. When she doesn't see her enemy, the glow from her sword fades away. Oh, now we see the mayor's face. Hey, I think I remember, you know, in the original version, I mean the early access version, I don't remember there being a portrait for the mayor. So it's cool to see that now there's a portrait for the mayor. Nice, he looks right. Yeah, he does look befitting of a mayor. The mayor lets out a throaty groan. He rubs at his head, his eyes now looking groggy, like somebody who has just woken up.
What is...
You've been possessed. You were possessed, I mean. Vienna sheathes her blade.
Take it easy. You were under the effects of shadow magic.
Yeah.
shadow magic?
Yep. He shakes his head as if to freeze thoughts. He must be trying to shake off the lingering effects of the magic.
Is it finally over?
Yes, for now. Vienna nods. The mayor takes a few more minutes to compose himself. When his eyes seem more focused, he sighs in relief.
You have my thanks.
No problem. Suddenly the door barges open and Zack faces him. Behind him is a wave of guards.
Stop him!
He's with us!
Yes. The mayor stands unsteadily on his feet but addresses the guards.
Leave them be!
Yes, leave us be!
But they...
No!
I said leave them be!
They hesitate and shoot confused glances at each other, but ultimately follow the order and lower their weapons.
Took you guys long enough.
Well, yeah, sorry for, thanks for helping to delay the guards. He looks at me.
What are you doing down there?
Me? I got hit by the shadow magic. I protected Vienna. I groan as I rotate onto my back. Vienna offers me a hand which I accept.
He took a shadow blast.
Yes, thankfully it doesn't hurt that much. Yeah, trying to be a hero here.
Aimed for me.
Zack blinks in surprise, but looks impressed.
Seems like you ended up being useful after all.
What do you mean I end up being useful, huh? I'm always useful. No, I'm not just useful, okay? I am very helpful, okay? I'm not useful, I'm helpful. Thanks. Thanks. Leanna checks the manipulator, but it remains still.
The shadow magic is gone.
Okay. The mayor seems much more alert.
It was my treasurer, wasn't it?
Yeah. Leanna nods. He sighs heavily and sits back down in his chair.
When he first arrived into town, I thought he would be like all the other travelers and go on his way. But he said he knew how to make this town even greater than what it is now. He had ideas on how we could become more than just a wayward stop.
So basically greed overcame you, Mayor.
The first step was to increase taxes to build up our treasury.
You know that's not gonna help. You can't increase taxes. That's not how it works, It's not gonna help the citizens of this town. He hangs his head in his hands.
All I wanted was to help the people here have better lives. All I've done is cause them suffering.
It's just a mistake, but I think everyone still thinks you're a great mayor, so learn from this mistake and move on.
You weren't in control of yourself.
Yeah, and that too, he wasn't in control of himself. It's not his fault.
But it was me who made all the rulings and enforced those tax laws.
Yeah, but you didn't do that while you were in control of yourself, right? You did that while you were controlled. Vienna shakes her head.
It wasn't you. That man had a tainted sphere, and he was using it to influence you.
Yeah, control you. The mayor leans back. He looks tired, as if a huge weight was dropped on him.
I don't deserve to continue as mayor of this town.
Please don't say that. One of the guards steps forward.
That's not true.
Yes, Guard 2 says, that's not true. Whoever you are, Guard 2. I look over at the boys and recognize him as one of the guards formerly controlled by shadow magic. Oh, okay.
I know what it's like when he used that magic. All I could think about was how I could become an honor guard. The thought was overwhelming and I'd do anything to achieve it.
So basically that tainted sphere, right, that shadow magic sphere, it feeds on the greed, the scenes of the dark emotions, feeds on the dark emotions of people. Yeah, like those dark emotions. I want to be an honor guard. I want to succeed and all that. I want to be rich. All those 7 scenes and all that, and that tainted sphere feeds on those dark emotions.
I know that wasn't the real you, Mayor.
The other formerly controlled guard steps forward and nods.
Me too. Little Garrett still plays with the toy sword you gave him for his birthday. Says he's practicing for when he joins the guard too.
Okay. The other guards in the room murmur their assent.
There's nobody who can run this town better than you.
The mayor glances at the hopeful faces of his guards. In this small town, I can believe that he knows each of them by name. Finally, he gives them a weak smile.
I suppose somebody needs to clean up this mess.
Yep, you have to take responsibility for it. He gets back to his feet and turns to us.
I don't know how to thank you for what you've done for us.
Don't be, just a thank you will do. Vienna smiles warmly.
I'm glad we were able to help.
Zack and I nod.
You must be exhausted. Please, feel free to stay at Raven Pass for as long as you like. You are always welcome here.
Alright, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. The 3 of us leave the mayor to his business and head out of the mansion. Once outside, I glance up at the darkening sky. Vienna mirrors my movements. We look at
We should rest up for the night.
Yeah, it's evening already. Look at the evening sun.
Agreed.
Yeah, we go to the inn to rest. It's a great day, a great adventure today. Yeah, we saved the town from the treasurer. I nod.
I saw the inn back towards the shops.
Okay. Zack leads the way. After turning down a side street, we see the lighted sign for the Hawk's Head Inn. I stifle a yawn as we head inside. Right, in the inn. Zack and I sit down at the table while Leanna speaks with the innkeeper. She returns with 2 room keys, looking a bit shocked. Wordlessly, she passes one to Zack. 2 room keys, so why only 2 rooms? We don't have room for 3? So what does that mean? What does this mean? 2 room keys, that means... okay, this is Fat Hope, but I'm guessing like maybe Zack will stay in one room himself, and then the other room I get to stay with Leanna, yay! That hope though. If only. Well, at least not now. What's going on?
The innkeeper refused to let us pay for the rooms or food.
Oh.
Said it was by order of the mayor, and one he would happily oblige.
If that's the case, why don't you take 3 room keys? Why did you only take 2? What's wrong with you? I don't want to sleep with Zack for one. You know, I want to sleep. If I can't stay with you, if I can't stay in the same room as you, then I would rather have a room of my own. That was really nice of him. She nods. Another silence falls over us, but this one feels natural and not a bit uncomfortable. After a few minutes, the staff brings out 3 steaming bowls and places one in front of each of us. So another stew. What stew is it this time? Once the bowl hits the table, Zack digs in with gusto and practically inhales his food. Vienna and I share a look before we grab our spoons. Stew again? She nods. Are there any other dishes besides stew? Maybe like meat? Well, I mean the stew has meat, but I mean like something I can chew. I mean like, you know drumstick? Yeah, the large drumstick, that kind of meat.
It's hearty and filling.
Rabbit again?
Actually, this time it's venison.
Oh, venison. Venison is some kind of a deer, right? Deer meat. I think deer meat is okay, although deer meat is actually kind of a luxury meat. Yeah, but I guess in this world it's not really a luxury meat. I take a bite. Better than rabbit! Even more gross. Tastes the same. Well, I guess just for the benefit of all things. Because, I mean, I can't be truthful with the choices here anyway, because it's not like I get to eat. I wouldn't know unless I actually try the meat out by myself. I've never really eaten venison meat before, and I don't know, so I don't know how it tastes like. So so I can't really truthfully answer this, but I guess we just go with the truthful. I mean, not truthful answer, but with the positive answer that is, yeah, it's better than rabbit. But I mean, well, venison is a luxury meat, that's for sure, much more luxurious than rabbit. So no way, this is even better. Vienna cleans.
I like venison more.
Nice, we share the same taste. I try not to wince every time I use my spoon. The fire has eased out of my body, but my shoulder still throbs from when I landed on the ground. Yeah, earlier when we protected Leanna. Leanna glances at me, then gets up and walks back to the innkeeper. She returns with a compress in her hand. Oh, compress? Is it to treat my wounds? She offers it to me with a smile. You're not gonna help treat my wounds? You ask me to do it by myself? What kind of girl are you? No, I'm kidding.
This should help with the pain.
But thanks, yes. I hold it against my shoulder and smile appreciatively as the pain slowly melts into a dull ache.
Thanks for helping me back there.
No problem. I smile. Anytime for you, girl. I continue digging into my meal. So, what exactly makes shadow magic bad?
It's far more dangerous than any other elemental magic, and it's incredibly unstable and volatile.
I can see that shadow, because shadow is like, you can waver. Yeah, it's really unstable, you can waver, move here and there.
The most serious thought of shadow magic is how it's able to amplify the shadowy thoughts of someone's mind.
So it's like manipulate shadowy thoughts or dark thoughts, dark emotions. So the treasurer was manipulating what the mayor was already feeling? She nods.
He might have wanted to help the town by looking to expand, but there's also a bit of selfishness on his part for wanting to do that too. Either greed from more money coming in and more luxurious goods.
Yeah.
Or wanting more fame and recognition.
Either one of those.
Everyone has thoughts like that. It's just a matter of keeping those thoughts in check.
Yeah, but that shadow sphere basically unlocks those dark emotions, those dark thoughts. Negative thoughts, yeah. Vienna nods.
Shadow magic, unfortunately, lets those desires loose in a destructive way.
Is there any way to block against it?
Unless you are a mage. Not really.
Okay. Vienna picks at her foot.
Most people can't control the magic well, and it's very easy for it to backfire and cause more harm to the caster than the intended target.
Ah, I see. That treasurer seemed to be handling it well, so yeah, definitely a pro, an expert at it. She looks even more worried.
I know, which is even more troubling considering the fact that shadow magic is outlawed in Havengard.
Oh, it's outlawed. This, she said it's forbidden. Zack pushes his now empty bowl away from him.
I think he's part of Void.
Okay. Why is it now not capitalized though? Consistency? Vienna's frown deepens.
I think so too. I noticed the branding on his forearm.
What's Void?
They're practitioners of shadow magic. They first rose to power during the struggle of the Three Kingdoms, before the Treaty of Azaria.
Oh, okay. So like, yeah, it's definitely an evil organization. So it's like, practitioners shadow magic rose to power during the struggle of the Three Kingdoms. Are they one? Oh, I don't think they're part of any kingdom though, or rather they're not. They don't form the whole kingdom, and they are not part of any kingdom.
They wanted to grow their power in the outreach of shadow magic, and a lot of innocent people were killed in the process.
Ah, okay.
At the height of their power, they grew so powerful and were so destructive that the Three Kingdoms had to set aside their differences and band together.
Against Void.
That's when the treaty was formed. Part of the agreement was to outlaw shadow magic.
I see. Are you really telling me it took 3 kingdoms to take down one count?
Shadow magic is a lot more powerful than any other elemental magic. Which is why there are people who still want to practice it. It's impossible to stabilize the magic, so it's deemed too dangerous to be used.
Okay. Zack nods. I see. No wonder both Leanna and Zack seemed so grim when they first noticed the shadow magic. I stifle another yawn.
Is everyone done eating?
Yeah, let's go to bed. Can I sleep with you, Leanna? Zack and I both nod.
Then I suggest we head to bed.
But like seriously, why did you only take 2 room keys? But anyway. I second the motion. I'm exhausted.
I know.
She grins and I can feel a rush of warmth to my face. I guess she saw my yawn. Zack leads the way upstairs, clutching one of the keys. We stop in front of 2 adjoining doors.
Well, good night then.
Alright, good night. I'm gonna follow you. Good night. Zack nods. Leanna turns the key and lets herself into the room. Then gently closes the door behind her. Hey, wait. Aren't I supposed to stay with you, Leanna? What are you doing? Zack also turns the key and lets himself into the second room. As I'm about to follow him in, the door slams shut and wait, what? Zack, what are you doing? Very funny. I turn the handle by storm. What the hell? What are you doing, Zack? You're gonna leave me out here? Zack let me in. He ignores me, so I pound on the door. Come on, let me in, what are you doing? He doesn't answer, but a couple of people poke their heads out of their rooms and glare at me. Hey, not my fault. Be more quiet, try Leanna's room, try again. Okay, let's try Leanna's room. If Zack is not gonna let me in, I'm gonna enter Leanna's room. This is ridiculous. I knock on Leanna's door. Leanna! She opens the door a crack and pulls it open all the way when she recognizes me. Her brows are creased with worry. What's wrong?
Is something wrong?
Yeah, something is really wrong. Zack won't let me in. So can I stay with you? Zack's being mean. Yes, I want to stay with you. Yes, I want to stay with you, okay? Please? No, I was just thinking it would be nice if we spend the night together. Yes? She narrows her eyes and slams the door shut. Hey! Damn! That's 2 for 2. Be more quiet, try again. No, that backfired. So what, be more quiet, or rather be quieter, or try again, as in pound the door again. Heck it, I'm gonna try again. I'm not gonna be quieter. I continue hammering repeatedly on the door. I can keep this up all night! Suddenly the door swings open and I walk in. Oh, okay. The first thing I notice are the 2 twin beds. Zack lounges on one and fixes his stony gaze on me. What the hell was that? Why didn't you let me in?
No space.
What do you mean no space? What? There are 2 beds! Zack wordlessly walks over to the other bed and pulls back the blankets. Tucked inside the bed are both of his discharges. Wait, what? Are you seriously treating your discharges as a human? Hey, they may be your babies, but they're not human babies. What the hell? Not cool, man, not cool. I go to remove the weapons.
What are you doing?
What? I'm gonna put your babies on the floor. Sorry, but this is my bed.
But then where will they sleep?
On the floor! I just look at him. Finally he sighs and collects his discharges. Okay. I lie back on the bed, and as soon as my head hits the pillow, I am asleep. Where's Pango? Anyway, is he with us? Probably, I guess. Alright. Okay.